Night one, and Paul Biedermann has the world record, and Larson Jensen of the United States the American record. Chris Yeager of the U.S. is in lane one. Trey Freeman, a 16-year-old American, is in lane two. Naito Ihara, bronze medalist in Japan, is in lane three. And then Anton Ipsen of Denmark, represented Denmark at the Rio Games, in lane four. Adam Linker, a 21-year-old American, a senior this year at NC State, in lane five. Canadian Jeremy Bagshaw in lane six, just missed qualifying for Rio. And Tsubasa Amai of Japan, and he's in lane seven. In lane eight, Lane Stone, 17-year-old American, out of Nation's Capital Swim Club, where Katie Ledecky did her training all those years. Anton Ipsen of Denmark, a junior this year at NC State University, 20th in this event in the Rio Games, 18th in the 1500.
Another reason why NC State will be a huge factor when we get to March in the NCAA championships. And I think Frank made a good point. I really do. I think it's tough sometimes, Rich, for college coaches to think outside the box when it comes to their job livelihood. And sometimes you have to do that. And what I'm talking about is exactly what he said. Long course swimming, it's not going to hurt your short course swimming. Pretty much every day these kids are swimming short course. So to come in here and compete in a long course format, you don't see a lot of that. And I really commend Braden Holloway to be able to kind of think that. But you're seeing that more and more from a lot of different college programs.
Ryan Murphy last year on his own.
That's right.
Swam at an individual event in Orlando.
At our aquatic center in Orlando, Florida, the YMCA, yeah.
And because of that, he'll miss a chance to win all 8 backstroke medals at the Pac-12 championships in his career, because that was the same week as the Pac-12. He gave up a chance to defend his Pac-12 championship to go to that long course event and prepare for Rio.
Paid off for him, though. Don't you think a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
And again, that's a credit to Dave Durden and what he has done at Cal, and to be able to produce these great champions. And you see these college coaches starting to make those kinds of decisions, and it's paying off for them not only internationally, which can help recruiting, but also pay off for them on the national level, because even though Murphy missed the Pac-12s, he came back, 3 or 4 weeks later and won 2 NCAA titles and was the fastest in history in the 100-meter back.
And then won the golds in both backstroke events in Rio. Lane Stone of the USA in lane 8 at a Nation's Capital Swim Club. He announced last July that he'll swim for Virginia Tech beginning next fall. Older brother Will attends there, though he doesn't swim. And up in lane 3, Naito Ihara of Japan. In lane 4, Anton Ipsen of Denmark as the lead here, slightly over Lane Stone down in lane 8.
Nation's Capital, you might remember that name because that's where Katie Ledecky did swim, coached by Bruce Gimmel, and so many great coaches there at that club program. And Bruce Gimmel, his son, I think, is only 11 years old. Daughter, that's right, his daughter, 11 years old, and fastest in the country in that age group. So he's got another speedster this time coming up through the ranks.
The next one coming might be his daughter. She's one of the top 50 freestylers among 11 and 12-year-olds in the nation. So we'll look for Bruce Gimmel's daughter.
A couple of Wolfpack swimmers in there, and Ipsen and Linker. And this is a race where Ipsen, I think, will learn a lot, because the 400 freestyle meters can only help your 500-yard freestyle. I mean, you think, well, what about all the turns? Well, again, from a practice schedule, these guys are doing plenty on turns, but to be able to kind of get a different feel, a different look to your stroke when you start to swim long course, and Ipsen's just doing a nice job in keeping it light and long, balances those hips up, keeps everything in the front quadrant, and really just kind of, I don't know, running away with this with 100 meters left, Rich.
A lot of room between him and the chase pack. Anton Ipsen represented Denmark in Rio. And of course, Denmark's Pernille Bloom on the women's side made a splash by stunning a loaded field to win the 50 free. Denmark's first Olympic gold since 1948. It's the kind of thing that could spark a movement in Denmark, couldn't it?
Yeah, it really could. And this is, again, where the world is starting to get a little smaller. They not only won that 50 free, but He also won a medal in a relay. So here's a country, Denmark, again, not known for swimming, not being a great swimming power, but everybody is motivated by fast swimming, and even these smaller countries, and Ipsen is just another example that will be motivated by what happened last summer with his home country.
Anton Ipsen, 22 years old, will be 23 on September the 4th, and turning toward the finish here in the 400 free. It's a time of 3:49.59. Sub 350 here in January. Naito Ihara of Japan, bronze medalist in Rio, swimming the second leg of the 800 freestyle relay, finishes in second. And then 21-year-old Adam Linker, Ipsen's NC State teammate, finishes third.
I have a feeling he's going to be really happy with the way he split that race. 54.7, 54.8, meaning he pretty much even split the race. 154.7 at the 200. That's the 300 turn. He was 58.2 on that split, and then brought it home in 56.6 to go 154.8 the second 200. That catch becomes the most important part of the stroke in the 400 freestyle, especially at the end. Still seeking that fresh water with every single pull, and then a great finish at the end, and just about a second off his best time. He'll be happy with that. It's January, and you know he's pointing to March in the NCAA championships.
Won by almost 5 seconds. Anton Ipsen, junior this year at NC State, and he joins us from the pool deck. And you look pretty comfortable out there, Anton, were you?
It was a tough swim. I don't know much to say. The Japanese, I expected him to go out very fast, so I just thought I had to go with him. And you just see what I have the last 200.
Do you have any idea how you split the race?
No idea.
154.7, 154.8. So were you happy with those splits?
Very, very happy. It's probably better than I expected.
How difficult is it to swim that race by yourself? Because really you weren't challenged at all. You won by 5 seconds at the end.
I don't think it really matters too much.
Right.
I mean, I'm a distant swimmer. I'm used to being able to swim by myself.
And how about NC State? Are you excited about this year and what you're capable of doing at the end of the year?
I'm so excited. I cannot wait to go to Indy with our team. Really great.
Of course, you had your teammate Adam Linker next to you in lane 5, adding to the comfort level there, huh?
Yeah, he's a great teammate. Also, Jackie Mack in the B final. Great training partners. Couldn't have done it without them.
We talked about Pernille Bloom winning the 50 free on the women's side. She's from Denmark. You're from Denmark. A win like that, first gold for Denmark since 1948, is that going to mean there's going to be a legion of new swimmers in Denmark that wouldn't have been there otherwise?
I hope so, but we'll never know.
Okay, thanks a lot, Anton. And
Thank
good
you.
luck throughout the remainder of this year. And Anton Ipsen, 3:49.59 to touch the wall first in the men's 400 free. Rowdy and I will be back to wrap it up from Austin, night 1 of the Arena Pro Swim Series. Anton Ipsen of Denmark and NC State with a win in the 400 free.